What's up, grown folks? Welcome to our channel, Just About Seniors, where we solve problems and answer questions that older folks have to make life better. We know you don't want to sit in front of a computer for hours, so guess what? We'll do the research for you. Evidence shows that reducing sodium in our diet is so critical because it can help lower our blood pressure and reduce our risk of heart disease and stroke. During this video, I will help you understand how to reduce your sodium without giving up all your favorite foods. Now, I want to encourage you to watch till the end of this video because I'll share a bonus solution that will help improve your health. So let's get right to it. Hi, I'm Mrs. D from Just About Seniors, and we provide personal advice and coaching to solve a problem or answer a question, and we do it just for seniors. Please see the description below where you'll find more information about what we do and more about our company. And don't forget to subscribe. Before we talk about reducing our sodium intake, let's discuss some of the benefits of sodium. First of all, sodium is an essential mineral in our bodies. It helps with muscle and nerve function. It balances water in and around our cells. It maintains our blood pressure levels. It's also used as a preservative for foods, and it enhances the flavors of foods. There are reasons why we should monitor our sodium levels. 1. Too much sodium makes the body retain fluid, which can increase blood pressure. 2. It can also increase our risk of stroke, heart disease, and kidney disease. And 3. Eating less sodium can help offset the rise in blood pressure that often occurs as we age. So, how much sodium should we consume each day? Healthy adults should limit sodium to less than 2,300 milligrams per day. That equates to about 1 teaspoon of table salt. On average, we consume over 3,400 milligrams per day. Now, let us look at how to reduce sodium in our diet. First, we need to know how much sodium we are consuming so we'll know how much to eat. We also need to know that most of the sodium we consume comes from packaged and restaurant foods. For example, Olive Garden, tour of Italy, has a day and a half worth of sodium in that one meal. You can track your sodium by using apps to monitor sodium. My favorite app for tracking sodium is MyFitnessPal. And using a tracking app doesn't have to be difficult. You can scan barcodes at home for easy entry. Also, by using a tracking app, you'll readily see what foods contain high amounts of sodium, and you can swap them for lower sodium items. For instance, that bagel that you eat may have 500 milligrams of sodium for that one bagel. Looking at another brand, you might find that same bagel, but with 150 milligrams of sodium. May taste better, may taste the same, but it is worth looking into. You should always read food labels. High sodium foods contains greater than 300 milligrams of sodium per serving, such as your lunch meats, your hot dogs, your bacons, your soups, and others. Low sodium foods contains less than 140 milligrams of sodium per serving, such as your beans, your lentils, your fresh fruits and veggies, and potatoes. Remember, when reading food labels, they will only give you the amount of sodium for one serving. Avoid processed and canned foods that's high in sodium. Condiments, don't overlook them because they also contain sodium. For example, the ketchup that I use, one serving, which is 1 tablespoon, contains 180 milligrams of sodium. How many times have we taken that ketchup jar and just squeezed that ketchup all over our food? Definitely more than a serving, more like 5 or 6. Also, don't forget your beverages. They also contain sodium. For example, the milk that I drink, one serving, which is a cup, has 120 milligrams of sodium. By preparing meals at home is really truly the best way to control how much sodium goes into your food. While you're transitioning to a low sodium diet, I'm being honest with you, foods may taste a little bland, but using fresh herbs and spices which will enhance the flavor of foods such as garlic, rosemary, basil, onion powder, not onion salt, lemon juice. There's some great salt-free spices out there such as Mrs. Dash and McCormick. I wouldn't go out and buy a lot of them, but try 1 or 2 and see how you like them. Rinse off canned foods that contain sodium or buy low sodium canned items. If a recipe calls for a can of tomato sauce, use half regular and half low sodium to help decrease the amount of salt in that recipe. Remove the salt shaker from the table and don't salt your food during cooking. Another great tip that I use that helps a lot is look up menu items before you go out to a restaurant, and then you'll be able to select a lower sodium item. Another trick that I do is that if I know I'm going out with family or friends, I'll eat a low salt diet, very low, for breakfast and lunch, and then I have some sodium left over for dinner. You can also just eat half the meal and bring the other half home for the next day, or even share a meal. Remember, we have acquired the taste for a high salt diet, and it's going to take time, about 6 to 8 weeks, to retrain those taste buds. Try it and see for yourself. If you think this type of information is helpful, then hit the like button so we know to do more videos like this one. Also, don't forget to share with your family and friends. Let us know in the comments section if you already use a food tracker and would recommend it. Remember, I told you there was a bonus at the end of this video. Well, in America, we supersize our eating portion, so it's no wonder we get far too many calories. One great tip to help with this is to use a small plate when eating. As a matter of fact, some restaurants have a small plate section on their menu to help customers eat less. You can do this at home by using a smaller plate. Most plates used at home are 10.5 inch wide. Using an 8.5 inch plate will reduce how much you can put on it. If you're trying to lose weight, then you may not return for a second serving, which reduces your calorie intake. Also, you can only put so much ice cream in a smaller bowl, so give it a try. You might find this tip helpful at home. That brings us to the end of our video today, so thank you so much for hanging in there with me. If you have a question or an issue, then enter it in the comments section. We might just do a video on your issue. At Just About Seniors, we solve problems and answer questions from our subscribers to make life easier. Don't forget to subscribe below and hit the notification bell, because we'll be putting out a lot of great content that will improve your life, and I know you don't want to miss any of it. Please share this with your family and friends, and visit us at our website at justaboutseniors.com. And remember, if you have questions, we have answers.